Charles Barkley is incapable of being boring. He was electrifying as a player. As an undersized power forward, he destroyed NBA bigs and became an MVP. And for the last 2 decades, Barkley has been the star performer on TNT's Inside the NBA show, which has been wildly successful. The NBA Hall of Famer is our Sunday conversation. So Sports Illustrated this week just named you the #1 media personality in the country. And if you couple that with, at one time, you were the MVP, so you're the best basketball player in the world at one time, that's a pretty deadly duo when you think about it, the best at 2 different things. What do you think when you hear that?
Well, I was so blessed to play in the NBA, man. Basketball has given me every single thing in my life. I'm so lucky and blessed. As far as that, I got that text yesterday about being influential, #1. That was really awesome and kind for Sports Illustrated to give me that thing. It meant a lot to me. I try to use my voice in the right way. That doesn't mean I'm perfect, but I try to use my voice in the right way, and it meant a great deal for them to acknowledge me.
So we love your candor. Anthony Davis, street clothes because he misses games. Draymond Green, the triple single. I'm wondering, do you get much blowback, or do people just understand, hey, you're having fun?
Well, I hope they know I'm having fun. We're talking about basketball. We're not talking about national security. It's just basketball, and we all have great lives. All the NBA players have great lives. So I try to make it fun for the fan at home. I try to always be a straight shooter. And I think when, people know, hey, Chuck gonna tell the truth. We have way too many people on television and radio who trying to do clickbait. That really disturbs me when people do that, because when you're on television or radio, people believe you're telling the truth. That doesn't mean you're right all the time. That doesn't mean you're perfect all the time. But I do think you have an obligation to try to say the right stuff, even when you screw up.
I think one of your really good takes is on load management and your criticism of it. Healthy players sitting out games. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's a joke. You got people who work 9 to 5 every day like real jobs, who make $20,000, $30,000 a year, and they have to work 6, 7 days a week. And they ask a basketball players to play 4 games a week for $20, $30, $40 million. Anybody who think that's right, they need to have their damn head examined. Hey man, we are the luckiest dudes in the world. Think about that. People go work every day in like real jobs for no money or little money, and they don't. And we get paid millions and millions of dollars dribble stupid basketball, and to ask guys to play 3 or 4 days a week, and they don't want to do that. That's crazy and stupid.
I got to ask you about our 2 St. Louis stars in the NBA, Jason Tatum. Is he the best American-born player right now? And do you think one day he's an NBA MVP?
Well, Jason is a great player. He's a great kid. I've got to spend a little time with him when we were shooting a couple commercials and things. He's a great kid. He's got a really, obviously, a bright, bright future. It wouldn't shock me if he won MVP. I mean, he's already one of the best players in the NBA, but man, they got a good team. They made the Porzingis trade, which is going to be interesting. But man, he's a great player, and he's got a tremendous future.
Also from the same high school, Bradley Beal. He joins your Phoenix Suns. How about that marriage with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They got a lot of firepower, I worry about their defense and rebounding, but man, they're going to be able to outscore. They're going to be able to score with anybody. But, the West, man, is loaded. I mean, obviously the Nuggets are the champs. You see the Lakers reloaded, the Warriors reloaded. You got the situation down in New Orleans. If Zion could ever get his weight under control, man, people forget they had like the best record in the West when everybody was healthy last year. So it's going to be interesting when the season starts.
I've heard you talk recently about slowing down, but yet you're adding another thing on your plate, a new CNN television show with Gayle King. Why the move?
Well, I'm just trying to help us out. We're in last place, and hey, I'm just trying to do them a favor. They asked me to, I'm part of the family, but we're in last place, and I got an opportunity to work with Gail. She's one of my favorite people in the world, and that's the only reason I'm doing it, because of Gail. I wasn't really looking for another job or going on TV anymore, but Gail asked me to do it. I got a lot of love and respect for her. But like I say, we're in dead last, man. Hey, I'm just throwing stuff on the wall to see what sticks.
A few more thoughts. Your relationship with Michael Jordan was once extremely close. How would you describe it now?
Well, we're not friends anymore. And Michael, he got offended by something I said on television, and I'm gonna do my job. One thing I don't like about reporters, I think a lot of times you can tell the guys they like and the guys they dislike. There's no NBA player can say I've ever said anything personal about them. I stick strictly to basketball. And Michael was offended, and then we stopped speaking. I wish him nothing but the best, and it is what it is, brother.
Final thought, how would Charles Barkley like to be remembered?
Yo, man, I'm just a basketball player who tried to do some good stuff. That's all it is. We here. Hopefully, and to be honest with you, I just don't, when I die, I don't want people to be like, damn, I'm glad he's gone. I mean, when some, like when you go to a funeral sometime and everybody talk about what a great guy the person was, and you look at your friends like, are we at the right funeral? I just don't want to be one of those people. I'm going to say, yo, man, we're going to miss Chuck, because, the world has given me more than I could ever ask for.